Number 1. The Devil's Face. The challenge is typically performed in a pitch-black room with only a candle or mirror for light. Stand in front of a mirror in a dark bathroom right before midnight. Close your eyes and open them when the clock strikes midnight to witness a devil in the mirror. Participants will usually chant specific summoning phrases, draw eerie symbols like a devil's face on paper or fogged up mirrors, or record a blank room to see if a demonic face manifests. Number 2. Musical chairs. Wait until exactly midnight or 3 a.m. and lock yourself in a quiet, dark room with absolutely no light. Place a single chair in the middle of the room and hold an unlit match in your hand. Turn on the recording of Tiptoe Through the Tulips and walk around the chair exactly 6 times. When the music stops, sit down as fast as possible and light your match. If you sit down and light the match before the music ends, you have won the challenge. If the music keeps playing after you sit, it is believed you have invited something else into the room. If the chair tips over by itself, you are instructed to immediately run out of the room and never return alone. Number 3. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is a timeless, scary game that your great-grandparents probably played. Players will summon a ghostly apparition, aka Bloody Mary, by chanting her name into a mirror in a dark room. It's all fun and games until you start wondering if that figure in the mirror is just your imagination or something more. Go into a bathroom and turn off all the lights. Light a single candle and stand directly in front of the mirror. Stare into your reflection and slowly chant Bloody Mary exactly 3 times. If nothing happens, some versions of the ritual suggest spinning in a circle 3 times before blowing out the candle. Number 4. The Queen of Spades. Draw a staircase on a mirror using red lipstick. Place the Queen of Spades playing card face down in front of it and turn off all the lights. Light a candle and close your eyes. Concentrate and repeat Queen of Spades. Come 3 times. Open your eyes and look into the mirror. Participants attempt to visualize her coming down the steps in the reflections. If you are unsuccessful, you must immediately wipe the staircase off the mirror and turn on the lights to dismiss the entity before it reaches the bottom, and make sure to tell her to go away, or else. Number 5. The Midnight Man. The Midnight Man is allegedly based on an old pagan punishment. Everyone writes their full names on paper and placing it in front of a wooden door. Light a candle on top of the paper and knock on the door 22 times just before midnight. Try to time it so the final knock times up with midnight. Then blow out the candle and open the door to release the Midnight Man. Walk around the dark house with a newly lit candle until 3:33 a.m. If the candle goes out, the Midnight Man is close by. A candle is often central to the narrative, serving as the participant's only protection and a way to track the entity's movements. The game is traditionally played in total darkness, which heightens the psychological tension and fear of the unknown. The challenge is bound by specific times, usually beginning at midnight and ending at 3:33 a.m., a time often associated with paranormal folklore. Number 6. Red Door, Yellow Door. The Red Door, Yellow Door game is a hypnosis-based activity where one participant guides another into a trance-like state. The guide instructs the participant to visualize a red door and a yellow door, leading to a mysterious mind palace. The participant explores this imaginary space, while the guide asks questions about their surroundings. Once the subject begins seeing a house with various colored doors in their mind, they lower their arms to their sides. The game has officially begun. The guide asks questions about what the subject sees. The subject narrates their mental journey, while the guide directs them to explore rooms and make choices. The guide sits cross-legged with the pillow on their lap. The subject lies on their back, resting their head on the pillow. The subject raises both arms in the air and closes their eyes. The guide gently massages the subject's temples and rhythmically chants, "Red door, yellow door, any other colored door," over and over. If the subject sees light-colored doors or objects, they are fine. But if they see dark-colored objects or doors, they need to walk somewhere else. If the subject enters a room filled with clocks, they should leave immediately. Legend says, clocks can trap you. If the subject sees the man in a suit, the guide must wake up the subject immediately. The man in a suit is heavily associated with danger in the game's folklore. According to urban legends, encountering this figure or any unsettling entity could cause you to become trapped in your trance or bring physical harm to yourself in real life. Number 7. Bloody Painter. You must wait until exactly 3 a.m. Stay in a room with no mirrors and a window. What you need is some paper, a pencil, and a knife. Prick your finger of the knife and write a big smile with blood on the paper and use the pencil to either write Bloody Painter. Are you there? Or don't be excited about tomorrow while looking into a mirror or looking around in a dark room. If you make contact with the Bloody Painter, he will challenge you to play hide and seek. You'll only have 3 chances. If you made till 4 a.m., consider yourself lucky to be alive. Until next time. Number 8. The Ouija board. The Ouija board is often hailed as the paranormal party starter, inviting players to communicate with spirits through a simple and unnerving seance. Place your hands on the planchette and await supernatural guidance to spell out messages. Set up a Ouija board in a dark room or a haunted location. Ask questions aimed at sinister entities. Record for abrupt planchette movements or unexpected noises. If you are planning to test the game, traditional Ouija folklore outlines strict rules to keep the experience under control. Never play it alone. It is highly advised to play with at least one other person. Never joke around. Participants are expected to stay serious and respectful to avoid attracting negative energy. Always say goodbye. You must always move the planchette to goodbye to officially close the session before leaving the board. Take note, if the message indicator spells out the devil or Zozo, end the game immediately by dragging the message indicator to goodbye before it's too late. Number 9. Baby Blue. Blue baby. Are you sure you're ready for a child? By yourself in a dark room, repeat baby blue. Blue baby 13 times while cradling your arms and facing a mirror. After completing the chant, the sensation of holding a baby is said to manifest. Proponents claim you will feel the weight of an invisible baby in your arms, which gets heavier and may scratch you. The goal is, the player must quickly throw the invisible baby into the toilet and flush it. And flea failure results in a woman, often identified as Bloody Mary, appearing to shout, "Give me back my baby," and potentially causing harm. See variations on Reddit say, dropping the baby causes a family member to choke or suffer. Number 10. Ghost or ghost paper. No Ouija board. No problem. You can still chat with the afterlife if you dare. You can either be in a dark room of candles, shuffle a deck of cards 9 times, and deal yourself 11 cards face down, placing the remaining cards in a deck in front of others. Ask questions to the ghost and watch them respond. Hearts mean yes, spades mean no, diamonds mean maybe, and clubs mean I don't know. Or, shortly before 3 a.m., turn off all the lights in your home. Go into your chosen room and close the door behind you. Place a piece of paper on the floor in front of the closed door. Set your candle next to the paper and light it. Write a single question on the paper. Traditionally, participants are advised to be respectful and clear with their inquiries. At exactly 3 a.m., knock 3 times on the door. Some versions of the legend suggest reciting a phrase to welcome the spirit, though the specific words vary by source. Slide the paper halfway under the door, according to the challenge rules, if the paper is pulled further under or pushed back with an answer. The ritual is considered active. If nothing happens after several minutes, the session is over. To conclude the game, it is customary to thank the spirit for its time. Immediately extinguish the candle and turn the lights back on. Number 11. The pencil game. Charlie. Take your piece of paper and draw a cross on it by drawing a line down the middle from top to bottom, and another line across from left to right in the 4 squares created by the cross. Right, yes and no, diagonally across from each other. For example, write yes in the top left and bottom right boxes. and write no in the top right and bottom left boxes. Lay one pencil flat along the horizontal line of your drawing. Then, carefully balance the second pencil on top of the first pencil so it creates a cross and can rotate freely. At exactly 3 a.m., place your hands near but not touching the pencils. Chant the opening phrase, Charlie, Charlie, are you here? Or Charlie, Charlie, can we play? Wait for the top pencil to pivot or spin. If it points to yes, the spirit is present. Once you have made contact, you can ask Charlie yes or no questions. Like, Charlie, are you a good spirit? Are you in the room with us? This step is crucial. When you are finished, you must say, Charlie, Charlie, can we stop? Wait for the pencil to point to yes, and then immediately say goodbye and remove the top pencil from the paper. Some myths suggest that if players do not properly say goodbye to Charlie, he will continue to haunt them, causing fear, anxiety, or in some extreme and likely sensationalized stories, possession. Number 12. Laughing Jack. Ever wanted to face your fear of clowns, aka coulrophobia? Just stay at home and pick a safe spot that's big enough to make safe circle out of salt. You'll need a pack of candles, your favorite candy, favorite childhood toy, and your phone. Place lit candles in every room of your home with some candy, and place the toy in your room. Play some music on whatever device you have, and play Laughing Jack's theme music, which is based off of the song Pop Goes the Weasel. Before you start, make sure every door in your home is closed. Knock 3 times, go to the circle, and stay while the song is playing, and wait until it's over. Once the song is done, go search around the house to see if the candies are still where you left them. If they are gone, that means Laughing Jack is coming after you. Run back to the circle and stay there till dawn. After the night you survived, you should feel lucky to survive the night from a clown. Who would have replaced your insides with sweets? Number 13. The elevator game, or the portal to another world. What if elevators could take you to otherworldly dimensions? Ride an elevator in a building with at least 10 floors and follow this sequence. Legend has it, you may have some supernatural experiences along the way. Let's say you're the player. You enter an elevator, alone or with another player. No outsider can enter the elevator with you, nor can you leave at any point. If you do exit the elevator, you must start over. Well, congratulations, you're being allowed into another world, or so they say. Alternatively, you might resist the urge to freak out, and instead simply press the emergency button and wait for the fire department to arrive with help. Then you ride the elevator from floor to floor in a specific sequence, up to the 4th floor, down to the 2nd floor, up to the 6th floor, back down to the 2nd floor, up to the 10th floor, and then down to the 5th floor. Remember not to get off at any of the floors. When you get to the 5th floor, if you encounter a mysterious woman, do not look at her and do not answer or interact with her in any way. The consequences of engaging with her are said to include the possibility of never returning to the real world. Now, push the button to descend from the 5th floor to the 1st floor. Here's where they say things could get crazy. If the elevator operates normally and takes you to the 1st floor, exit immediately and do not look back or talk to anyone. But if, instead of taking you from the 5th to the 1st floor, the elevator begins to go up, well, congratulations, you're being allowed into another world. Or so they say. Alternatively, you might resist the urge to freak out, and instead simply press the emergency button and wait for the fire department to arrive with help. To get back to our world, the rules say you must get on the same elevator you rode before. Finding it might be a problem, but intrepid believers advise that you keep searching until you find it. Once you enter the elevator again, move from floor to floor in exactly the same sequence you did originally, 426 to 105. Upon reaching the 5th floor, press the button to the 1st floor. If the elevator starts ascending again, quickly press the button for any other floor before you reach the 10th floor. Or, as I've suggested before, you can simply press the emergency button, have a seat, and wait for help to arrive. I hope you don't suffer from claustrophobia. Number 14. The closet. Looking for a way to test your bravery? Try the heart-pounding closet game. You can play this alone or with a group of friends. After turning off all the lights in your room, enter the closet at midnight and stand quietly for 2 minutes. No moving or talking is allowed. Do not blow out your matches. Let them burn down or safely extinguish on their own, and light another immediately if one goes out. Afterward, hold an unlit match and say, "Show me the light," or "Leave me in darkness." If you hear something whisper or speak, immediately light the match, open the door, and exit. Make sure to close the door behind you. And whatever you do, don't go back in. If you survived, then open the closet door and exit the closet slowly. Turn the closet door. Don't look in the closet after you play this game. If you fail to do this or turn around during the game, the monster or the entity will drag you in darkness forever. Number 15. The picture game. Make a circle with a rope and tie a knot in it. Place it in the center of the room. Fill the glass with a little alcohol and place it in the center of the rope circle. Have each person sit around the circle, holding their mirrors in front of them and pointing them at the ceiling. Turn off the lights. Have everyone close their eyes and hold hands. Each person says, one after the other, "I trust you." Have everyone say 3 times in unison, "The door is open. Please come in." Everyone can now open their eyes. Whatever wants to come in has now entered. Pass the camera around the circle. When each person gets the camera, they say out loud, "I caught you," and take a picture pointing forward with the flash on. Do not look at the preview of the image. Pass the camera around the circle 3 times. To end the game, have everyone close their eyes and say 3 times in Unshan, "It is time to go home." Then, everyone turns their mirrors face down. Turn on the lights and use a scissors or a knife to cut the rope circle open. Take the alcohol outside and pour it in the dirt. You may now review your photos. Warning: do not step into the circle at any time during the game. If anyone starts crying or feels sick during the game, do not allow them to take photos. If anyone starts to act strange, or if they are not acting themselves, end the game immediately. If anyone says out loud that they are scared or afraid, end the game immediately, or it will take advantage of the weak person. Number 16. Telephone ritual, commonly known as answering man. In it, 10 players gather in a circle with their cell phones, and each one calls the person to his, her, their left simultaneously. All of the players except one will hear a busy signal, or the call will go to voicemail. For one player, however, a voice on the other end will answer, and this player may ask the voice known as the answer man a burning question. However, always remember that no one ever gives anything away for free, including the answer man. The information he provides may come at a terrible price. How far are you willing to go for answers? If you return to your room and find the shoebox open or the paper cup knocked over, do not touch the headset or put it anywhere near your ear. Do not carry protective items. This ritual requires you to go in alone and defenseless. Do not bring salt, charms, or protective amulets with you into the room. You must sit in the dark while listening for the call. Do not speak or ask questions. Even if you are asked questions or ordered to speak, remain totally silent. You had your say when you made the outbound call. Do not touch the shoebox while listening. Keep your hands to yourself. Cover one ear with your free hand and press the paper cup to the other. If the setup is disturbed, do not try to fix it. Keep the box closed and snap or cut the string immediately. Number 17. Hitori Kakurenbo, aka One Man Hide and Seek. Ever want to see your favorite toy come to life? You shouldn't, for you will face betrayal by what used to be your friend toy, for it will be taken over by an evil spirit. Why? You'll need scissors, salt, water, red sewing needle, and rice. Cut open your toy. Your toy has to have 4 limbs, like a human, but not life-size. Take out the stuffing and fill the toy with rice. Also add your DNA, like hair or clipped nails, so if the game works, the toy can only chase after you and no one else. Have a cup of salted water with you in case. If the ritual works, to start the game, you must turn off all the lights. You will need to fill up the tub or sink in your bathroom, not full. Have something to stab your toy. Do not use anything sharp, because if the game works, the toy will use what you stabbed it with on you when it's its turn. Say, tag, you're it 3 times. Walk out of the room and don't look back. Count to 10 and go back to the bathroom where the toy is. Say I found you and stab it and leave what you used to stab it with and go hide somewhere safe. If you see your toy come to life, end the game immediately by spitting salt water on it. Say, I won 3 times and dispose the toy. It's said you'll hear creaking floorboards or the sound of something moving through the water in the bathtub. You'll also see sudden television static from your TV or flickering lights that suggest a paranormal presence. You'll feel intense fear of remaining silent in a dark space while imagining the doll moving closer. This is a strictly solo ritual. Having others in the house or playing in a group invites unpredictable risks. Never use your own blood. When stuffing the doll, you should only use nail clippings or hair. Using your own blood is strictly warned against, as it is believed to strengthen a spirit's hold on you. When you submerge the doll and run to your hiding spot, do not turn around or look back at the doll. Never leave your house. Do not attempt to abandon the game halfway or leave the premises without properly finishing the ritual. When ending the game, you must spit the remaining salt water on the doll, cut the string wrapped around it, and then burn the doll entirely. Never respond to your name while in hiding. Remain completely silent and do not answer if you hear a voice calling out to you. So, are you brave enough to face these challenges? Or are you smart enough to not play with these rituals? It's up to you, but don't say I didn't warn you.